Well, I think it's great to see so many people. I know you talked about losing some from this morning's session, but I get to come up here and talk about my favorite subject, milk, to all of you. So thank you for being here. I am Cindy Sorensen. I am the Vice President of Business Development with Midwest Dairy Association. We are one of 19 dairy associations at a local level that make up the National Dairy Council. I'm representing 8,000 dairy farm families in 10 states in the Midwest. There are 47,000 dairy farm families across the whole United States. In my role with Midwest Dairy, I consult with retailers and manufacturers and milk companies to help them sell more dairy products on behalf of our dairy farmers. This is a passion of mine to be involved in this particular program. I want to thank Gerard for the invitation today and Feeding America as well, and I want to thank all of you here in the room for everything that you do every day to get safe, nutritious milk into the hands of your food bank clients that want it and need it the most. So thank you for that work. I'm thanking you on behalf of 47,000 dairy farm families. So why am I here? You heard about this partnership of National Dairy Council and Feeding America and the milk companies that was created a couple of years ago. As a result of that partnership, the conversation was, how do we get more milk into the food banks? As a result of that, one of the activities that was created this last year was the Great American Milk Drive. Most of you in the room probably are familiar with that. It was a program, and you're benefiting from it, hopefully. It was a program that was put together to be activated at retail and create awareness amongst consumers that there is a need for milk at food banks. That program today has generated over 400,000 gallons of milk donations to your food banks. Yeah. It's great news. We know it's just a drop in the bucket for the demand that's out there. Getting involved in this work, we said there's got to be a way to open up that channel so that we can get milk flowing 365 days a year, because the retail activations are great, but it doesn't allow you to plan for your inventory or even barely meet the demand that's out there at your food banks. The reason that I've developed such a passion is I've learned so much about the work that you do and finding out that there are over nearly 50 million people using food banks on an annual basis. That those people, almost half of them are kids and seniors and veterans, which was really surprising to me. They get 1 gallon of milk per person per year. Based on 3 servings a day, it should be 68 gallons. I know there's never a day that my refrigerator doesn't have milk in it. Not everyone can say that. We know that milk, from what you told us, is the most requested food and it's the least available. We know that some of you are relying completely on donations of milk from the local processors in your area. And we know some of you go to the local retail store to purchase the milk. We think we can do better than that. And the one thing that I know that you all have in common is you don't have enough milk. So we said, how can we fix that problem? There's milk and there's people that want milk. So we looked around in our network to find out if maybe there was already a model that existed of somebody who was solving this problem. And right in Midwest dairy geography, right here in the state of Illinois, at Northern Illinois Food Bank in Rockford, we found a model. There's a pretty progressive guy that works there who you're going to hear from in a few minutes, who reached out to the local processor and said, is he up here? Yeah, he's a pretty passionate guy. Anyway, they reached out to their local processor and said, we want to buy milk, can you help us? We don't expect you to donate it to us. We know you need to make a profit on it, but we want to make it affordable for our food banks and our food agencies to have milk for their clients who want it. They put together a model to achieve just that. And you will hear from Steve in a minute, and he'll share with you just how much they've been able to increase the milk movement at those agencies. And agencies that have milk, we've found, are the ones that are most frequently visited. The National Dairy Council also assists in this program by providing at the local level refrigeration grants, because we know that's clearly an obstacle with handling fresh milk. And we also provide health and wellness and nutrition information for your food banks, so that while the food bank clients are in the system for roughly 6 to 9 months, we are educating them about healthy eating so that perhaps we are changing their behaviors when they're self-sustaining and they're keeping that healthy eating habits as part of their regular routine. So again, on behalf of 47,000 dairy farm families in the U.S., I thank you for everything you're doing to get that nutritious product into your food bank clients.